Hello, tribe members. My name is Colin, and I've been blessed to have the opportunity to share my story with you guys in a brief few minutes here today. I am 32 years old, and I have been sober since April 14th, 2019. So my story revolves around alcoholism and drugs and the battle I had to overcome those defects and burdens in my life. So I'll do my best to tell you guys what it was like and kind of what happened, and what it's like now for me. Alcohol in my life came to me at a very early age, around 15 or 16. I was just one of those curious kids, digging into my father's liquor cabinet and trying to find that spark, something that would make me feel different. Because at a very early age, I struggled with self-confidence, self-esteem issues, perfectionism, like borderline obsessive compulsive disorder for sure. And I could never feel comfortable in my own skin. I'm very shy, quiet, and fearful over a lot of things. I always wanted to please other people for so long, and I just didn't understand that what I had to do first was please myself. So I felt like I didn't fit in. A very common symptoms of someone who would struggle with addiction, whether it's alcohol, drugs, and I just felt like using alcohol and drugs at the end of my story made me feel bigger than I really was, and it kind of made me feel like who I was meant to be. It relieved that obsession of the mind that I could never be good enough, because it would heal me. I would feel like I was actually doing something. This is why I drank and used at the end, to not feel, because feeling was too hard and difficult for me at the time. I was so lonely and sad that I wanted to run. I just wanted to turn into Mr. Sociable and confident by polluting myself with alcohol and drugs. And I never realized that who I was truly meant to be was the person I am today, being over 2 years sober now, and finding ways to deal with my struggles, through people, through fellowship, through exercise, through family, through a great support system I now have, including you guys here today. And I'm really grateful for that. What else do I got here? I got notes written down for you guys here. I took my first drink when I was around 16, like I said, from my dad's liquor cabinet. Didn't really do anything at that point, but I remember my first high school party, and I hung out with the cool kids, but I felt like I never fit in, and I always did. I always felt that way. And I drank for the first time at a party, and I just lit right up. I felt like I finally fit in, and I was acting silly, and I had confidence, and and I thought people thought I was cool. And that just went on for a long time, the better part of 14 to 15 years, until I was 30, and I'm 32 now. And I just knew that coming to the end of my using and my drinking days, that I had to make a change, because I was just repeating the same cycle over and over again. And they say that by repeating the same thing over and over and expecting different results is the prime definition of insanity. And that's what I was doing. I was drinking, I was going out, I was partying hard, and I was expecting different results, thinking I'd meet the love of my life, or something different that night would happen that would actually benefit me. And it just never did. It always ended up at a lonely place at the end of the night, home by myself, waking up the next day and just feeling heavy, feeling like I didn't want to live. And that's not a fun place to be at. So I managed to climb out of that hole, through help from my parents, through some services that benefited me, and through like-minded individuals. And I'm here today to say that I've never been in a better place. I've acquired faith in my life. I've acquired some hope. I got honest with myself. I found the courage to look inside myself and really reveal the things that were blocking me to live a truly authentic life. And I acquired humility and like brotherly love, and I persevered through all this, and I come to know a new way of living spiritually as well. I started meditating, praying on a daily basis, and it's really been helping me so far. And I just live one day at a time now, and and that's all I have. And I'm just really, really grateful to have this opportunity to speak with you guys today, just briefly. But I know that if you're willing to make a change and you're struggling with addiction, self-esteem issues, or anything like that, there is something out there that can help you. And I've met Kevin. He's blessed me with the opportunity to share with you guys here today. And I just want to let you guys know that, we're all in this together, and I couldn't have gotten sober by myself. There was no way. I tried so long to do it on my own, and it just never worked. It just never worked until I found people that were having the same struggles as me. And slowly but surely, I started peeling the layers of the onion back and kind of understanding where I was at and what I needed to do to make a change. So today I take care of myself physically, mentally, spiritually, socially. I work as an electrician in the construction trades. I have good balance in my life with exercise and recovery. And I have different ways of coping with my anxieties and my defects when they do pop up now, which I'm really grateful for. I can honestly say today that I do not have a desire to drink alcohol or do any drugs anymore. That has been lifted up from me, and I'm really grateful for that. And over this past year, through this whole pandemic, I've actually found a place of peace in my mind and in my heart, through acceptance, love, tolerance, letting go, and just understanding that it is the way it is right now. And if we can come to a place of accepting the fact that, we're in this moment now and that things will get better, and then just letting it all go and not trying to control things, then, it's actually been a pretty blessed year for me to be able to be in that state through this whole pandemic. It's been a tough year, but I haven't had to pick up a drink or use over it. And with that, I'm really, really grateful as well. Over this past year, I had the means to compete in my first bodybuilding show, which was a huge success. I ended up walking away with 3 medals my first time, and I worked my ass off. But I couldn't have done that if I didn't get sober. I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have been able to get in that shape. I wouldn't have been able to have the right mindset. I wouldn't have been able to, push myself past the point of where I thought I was capable of going. And I was really grateful for that. That was my biggest accomplishment probably so far, my sobriety. And then just being around people like yourselves, and just really surrounding myself by like-minded individuals and having a good support system and a foundation that I can stand on that'll hold me up when I can't hold myself up. So with that, I'll let you guys go for now. I hope everybody is well, and take care, and God bless. Peace.